it's an open question, and of course, scale matters. The amount of money that needs to be injected to develop AI models is such that indeed the big players are into it. And actually the bottleneck is not much the software development, the coding, it's really hardware, the infrastructure, the compute power, the power itself. And so the question is, who should invest into that? Should it be, Microsoft and Amazon and Google, because in the end it's really the underlying cloud infrastructure, or should we leverage decentralized models and of course telcos are playing a key role, but power companies are also playing a key role. And it's going to be a mix of both, depending on the size of the countries. But it's an open question, and I do think that if we want AI to scale, we will have, and I think the global tech giants know, we'll have to get the best of both worlds. We need to tap into the global technology, but make sure we think decentralized model. We tap into the diversity of Europe, the innovation power of Europe, but then also Africa, Asia, etc. Because it's not going to be accepted by population to just, we have different cultures, and AI should reflect those different cultures.
You're using the phrase tap in. I don't know why you're not plugged in, because earlier in the year you were telling me on stage at another conference that there is this inability for telcos to compete because of the landscape in Europe. Why not entirely change the model and become a hyperscaler, buy the GPUs from NVIDIA, start scaling up your own large language model? Why not go full chips in when it comes to telcos?
Well, you just look at the valuation of telcos, you compare that with the valuation of big tech companies. We're not, they are still 1, tier 2 or tier 3 even. The valuation are so different. We invest massively into our networks, and there's no money left to invest into anything else.
So you don't have the firepower?
We don't have the firepower. And you look at the debate currently in Europe, where the Commission has highlighted that we have a 175 billion euro investment gap. If you just look at the ability for telcos to continue to invest in infrastructure. We're not talking about AI infrastructure, we're talking about telco infrastructure to make sure that every citizen in Europe will have fiber and 5G. So this money is not already in our landscape, and that's the big debate about we need scale in Europe. The European market is big, 450 million consumers, but it's so fragmented that no European player has the ability to reach scale. It's so actually easier for players either from Asia or from the US who are tapping in the size of their home countries to then come as a secondary market in Europe than for European countries to grow and to scale natively.